So welcome. This is a pretty exciting day for us here at Data Foundry. I want to welcome everybody to the groundbreaking of Data Foundry's newest data center facility, the Data Ranch. This is going to be Austin's first and only greenfield data center development project. This is a significant achievement for not only Austin, but Central Texas and the United States. It's now my pleasure to introduce you to one of our next special guests. We have a great congressman in Lloyd Doggett. His commitment to Central Texas is long-standing, having served as a Texas state senator, Texas Supreme Court justice, and now as our congressman. Congressman Lloyd has personally visited our Data Foundry facilities in Austin. And in Washington, he and his staff have been accessible and listened attentively to the federal concerns that Data Foundry has voiced. As a member of both the House Ways and Means and Budget Committees, Congressman Lloyd has been a leader on issues of interest to our high-tech business community. Our Congressman, Congressman Lloyd Doggett.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and Mike, thanks for the leadership you and your team at the Chamber provide to spur economic growth locally when we face so many challenges nationally and internationally. I think that Ron and Carolyn have really been pragmatic visionaries. They envisioned a need within the technology field, and they came up with a way to fulfill that need and to do it in a very pragmatic way in tough economic times. Since we're here literally on their back 40, as was just described by Ed, I think of another entrepreneur with the more typical ranch, and that's a fellow named Charlie Goodnight. Charlie, at the age of 10, was here in Texas. He joined the Texas Rangers when he was 21. He invented the chuck wagon, and at the height of his career, he had not only a back 40, but actually a 1-million-acre ranch here in Texas with 100,000 head of cattle. And when asked the secret of his success at age 91, he said, "I'll be damned if I could ever find time to lie in the shade." Well, I expect a few people who are going to be constructing here would like a little shade, or maybe some of those chilling units Ed was talking about. But Data Foundry clearly found no time to lie in the shade, and its success, beginning as was noted as Texas.net, is really remarkable. Bold risk-taking, smart execution, the company has grown from a fledgling startup to a high-tech leader. Now we break ground on the premier greenfield data center in the state. With this groundbreaking, we're spurring some new jobs and some economic development. As was mentioned, I visited Data Foundry, I think it's been a little over 3 years ago, and was so impressed with what I saw here in South Austin, this company's vision and the investment that they were making in keeping us a high-tech hub. I've worked with Ron and with Andy as they come to Washington and here on their shared concern that high-speed internet extend to every corner of this country, and that providers not get in the way by either restricting content or invading the privacy of those that use the internet. They've offered important testimony not only to Congress but to the Federal Communications Commission. Ron and Carolyn have built a expanding family enterprise. It began as a family enterprise with Jonah. I had Yogi for a few months in my Austin office working, and he got enough taste of that to decide to go into banking. And so it's good to have somebody in financial services as well. You know, as you approach the Texas Capitol building there on Congress Avenue, there's an old orange plaque for the Chisholm Trail. There was a time that thousands of Longhorns were moving from Lockhart right through this area toward the Texas, where the Texas Capitol is, and I expect some of them were grazing right around here on the Data Ranch back 40. Now we're building a trail of a different kind, and with a company like Data Foundry that's working to build a worldwide reputation of quality and dependability, our new trail stretches from here all the way around the world. As a native Austinite, I'm pleased that Central Texas went from cow chips to computer chips. And I have commissioned a flag that flew over the nation's capital in honor of this Data Ranch groundbreaking. Usually when I present these flags, I often say that what keeps our flag flying is not a strong breeze, but the strong resolve of our citizens. Certainly that's true, but what keeps our economy going are the risk takers, the entrepreneurs like Ron and Carolyn and Jonah and Ed, and I salute what you've accomplished, your progress, and I present your flag. Carolyn? I guess we're going to get it all out here.